I don't know what type of YouTube is playing. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was about. YouTube was on some bullshit. They really are. I don't know what that's about, but I got another video. They just cut me off. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. That was some bullshit. That usually don't happen. I don't know what that was about. On YouTube jobs me off, man. This is the type of shit that makes me not want to go live. Good morning, everybody. What's up with everybody? Good morning, top of the top to everybody. Welcome to studios. Peace to everybody. Go back to I was talking. Yeah, good morning. In the middle of talking and my damn shit just cuts off. It just literally cuts. Bunch of bullshit, man. Sometimes YouTube be like, you know, on devil can't. So I talked about last night's fights, about how that boxing was very sloppy. I missed some of the pro box. I caught maybe the main event for the pro. No, I didn't catch the. I caught the co-main event. I was so tired where I just wanted to. Time while I was watching that, I was watching the main event for Boxing Inside City, and that would be a wrestling match. Things I saw yesterday that didn't sit well with me, that I didn't like. There was a girl, his own card that caught a cold knockout. Shout outs to her. Like I said, even before she caught that cold knockout, um, it was really sloppy. This right here messed my whole damn time up. I could have been going on an hour, and these idiots want to mess me up. That's why it's gonna come back later. It's all good. But anyway, I was giving y'all dates on amateur that was going down. And that's what I was doing before I was interrupted. There's a lot of amateur. I want you guys to go as far as in New York. Let's say Metro. A lot of amateur shows. I just told y'all Gleason's. The 25th of next month. You've been to Gleason's Gym. Come to New York. Great show. May 16th. Yonkers Knockouts. Yonkers, come on there. I'm sure there's some shows this week with amateur. But shout outs to all the all over the world, not just New York, but Ohio, California, Kentucky, everywhere, all in East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. And on how they have this big they're doing for the ladies, amateur show for the females, which we seem to see it a lot now, which is good. But they're doing a big one October 3rd, California, and then October 9th in Las Vegas, which I think that's around a week in Vegas, which that's a big week. Let's get out and support that because the ladies at MVP, when you look at like I said, when you look at Eddie Hearn, what's up? They have a great stable, but I think his stable is more, because just about majority of the ladies at MVP. Licia, Amanda, Shadeja Green, So there's a couple I'm familiar with, but it gives these ladies an opportunity. So when they get pro, at least they won't have to figure it out. Now, all ladies won't get that opportunity, but they don't necessarily should have to fight for MVP or to be able to get that opportunity. But the opportunity is just not them showcasing some money. So for a lot of the ladies that work just as hard as the fellas, I would love to see them opportunity. So this thing better not cut off on me again because that was a bunch of BS. I don't know what the hell that was about, y'all. So that's for some of the stuff I was saying. Go back and repeat everything I said because it kind of pissed me off that my video was just cut off like that. That was a bunch of bullshit. That was definitely a bunch of bullshit. But it's all good. So anyway, this week is probably something going on this week. So I don't know. I gotta go into it. I know that somebody is getting it on this week. Shout out if he doesn't come back to boxing. I said it before. Shout outs to him just for the people who wasn't here when I said it. I was glad that I had the opportunity to see him, just like I had the opportunity to see Danny Garcia. Although I got to see a lot of people before they went out. So, which this is it's a great thing. But other than that, I know there's a lot of things that people are talking about in boxing, but there's a lot of things right now that's not really interesting me because we're having the same conversations about the same thing. So there's nothing right now that moves me. You know, a lot of y'all, Hoyer and Virgil, that until they come to the conclusion of how that's gonna go, I'm not even interested in that story. I don't doesn't it doesn't move me. You know what I mean? And a lot of y'all until they figure it out, y'all gonna spend the next 4 or 5 months having that up as a conversation. You know, and there's only so many times you on your show to talk about that. Tank Davis, there's only so many times you on your show to talk about that. It's almost like going to school and teaching the same shit. After a while, I'm not interested. I wonder why. Wonder why. Because what are they learning? The same thing. You can only teach if you can only teach, and you might be saying it's we're educating them, but educating them on what? The same thing every day. At some point, you have to switch it up. That's why I could talk about amateurs and I could talk about supporting the female fighters. There's a lot that I could talk about too, because y'all just comfortable talking about the same shit every morning to me. D3, what's up, man? Video got cut. I don't know what happened. And I'm thinking I can go back to resume and I had to start this live all over. YouTube be on some they be on some bull, man. I don't know what they got going on. What up, Free? I'm supposed to be coming into my hour and they just mess. Now I'm gonna have to wait till freaking about 9:40, 9:45. Idiots. I want to get 2 hours. Whatever, man. I'll be back later anyway. But what's good though, Free? Nah, I went live at 8, and then these idiots, these for some reason, my whole video just stopped, and I'm looking like, what happened? I didn't do anything. And then I realized I can't go. I had to do the live back over. That's like YouTube. Y'all better stop playing with me. Please stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I gotta find somebody to play with. I know you watched today, if I'm not mistaken. I want you to correct me if I'm wrong. Stop me at any moment. When you watched that card, was that not sloppiest boxing that you've probably
When I
ever
watch
seen.
what?
Huh?
What's called?
The Gabe card. Gabe Rosado. You know he fought yesterday.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm looking. Oh no, I didn't watch the game tomorrow. I watched the pro box card last night.
The dog. Sloppiest boxing.
I went to
I'll
go look at. I went to go look at it. It was like probably like around 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. And I guess it was gone off already.
was because I didn't know Gabe Rosado. I didn't know he was a 6 rounder. Like, huh?
What?
His fight was a 6 rounder. They said it was supposed to be 8 rounds, but they took 2.
8 rounds for Gabe Bizarro?
I said 6 rounds. I said, wait a minute. I was thrown off. I started to call you like, Humphrey, can you explain something? Maybe I missed it. I said, how was it 6 rounds?
Mm, I don't
And
know.
the guy I ain't never styled on him. He styled. When I mean he clowned him, he was clowning him. And I'm like, and if you look at him, you at the guy like the guy's a problem. I'm going problem. It was nothing really. This guy remind me of a Prince of Mad, like just a version of him. The way some of the stuff ring, but it was nothing. It was nothing he did that really impressed me. So I'm looking at it like that whole card was slide. Best thing that ever happened in that card was the females. The chick knocked this girl so cold, but even before knocking her out, it was sloppy. Every fight was sloppy. It was holding. It was just too much grab. The referees was breaking up when they didn't need to be broken up. That had to be the sloppiest, and I got this. That had to be the sloppiest card I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That shit was sloppy, free. You would have said like, man, I'm not watching this. Shit. Ain't no something on. This shit is like, what are we
But,
watching?
but how the hell you have a 6 rounder as the main event?
Yeah, and he lost bad.
I mean, you shouldn't be fighting.
And when I mean he wasn't busted up like bleeding shit, but he was. I ain't gonna lie, dude was styling on him. He was treating Gabe as if Gabe was a nobody, styling on him. And I wouldn't even think that if he had more, Gabe would have been able to do something different. I don't think so. Probably would have ended up doing something to him as the rounds went on. But the most confusing thing was not right. It happens
Mm-hmm.
about trying to figure out why was it 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Like,
That would be my biggest question. Why the hell is it 6 rounds?
because that's where I got lost at. I'm like, huh? Is this something that I'm missing? Because that's how I
Well,
felt. I was like,
well, I can tell you what it is. Eddie Hearn ain't had the money to pay these niggas.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck, man. Make sure y'all go to my brother Drew Titan, man. Yeah, I didn't understand why it was a 6 round, and I'm looking, and I'm like, I just didn't get it. I was seeing things. I thought I was seeing things, and I had to, and I go, no, it actually 6 rounds, and I just didn't get what was that gonna do for Gabe though.
I mean, it don't do nothing for Rosario. I mean, his career and everything is pretty much solidified. He is what he is. He's the gatekeeper.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I didn't know Gabe had like 7 houses. I know he has, but when they announced it last night, I said because I stopped. I think after Triple G, was it Triple G? Damn, what was it? Triple G, or
That's a,
I think it was Triple Curtis Stevenson because I remember he Stevenson and Curtis Stevenson beat him. was somewhere between them fights. I stopped the count.
You
I
don't
lost count.
remember? You don't remember the argument that Rosario had with Bill Haney, and Bill Haney said, "What have you ever done in your career?" And then he's talking, he's talking about he was a loser or something like that. And
Hey, shout out to Bill Hader because Bill Hader know how to get other people's skin, man. But if Bill will get under your damn skin, I swear to God, he know how to get other people's skin. Yo, for real. Shout out to Bill, man. Because Bill will remind you. Bill will remind you about shit. If you sit here and try to act like something didn't happen, Bill will remind you. So Bill, Bill, so what happened in sparring? What happened? Oh man, shout out to Bill, man. I didn't know he had 17 losses. I said I stopped counting. So when they announced it yesterday, I said 17. God.
yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. He a gatekeeper.
And Gabe is not super old, but Gabe been
Yeah, Gabe is like, he got to be like 37, 38.
yeah. Because I was gonna say he not older than me. Even when he fought Triple G, he was young, which oh boy, they lined him up terrible for that one. They lined him up terrible for that. He for you after and this ain't even me being Triple G beat him, he looked like a damn gargoyle. That was a badass one. I was telling him though, man. Yeah, to sit down and relax, man. So I don't know what he's gonna do. Gabe is one of those that he gonna go out on his shield. So even if people feel like he need to stop, like he has a fight or two left in him, he ain't gonna stop. But I'm still baffled about 6 rounds. I still don't from, and I thought I was tripping. It must be the what I said 6 rounds. Like, oh, they tripping. I said, oh, they saying that this fight go 6 rounds. That's what I'm thinking. Like the fight is scheduled for 6 rounds. I said the main event. I said free, correct. You've been watching boxing just when has a main event been 6 rounds? I mean, just stop me. I don't know. Maybe I missed. I don't know.
Unless we talking about amateur boxing, they ain't never done main event 6 rounds. Not that I know of.
Not that I know. You've been watching boxing long enough, so I ain't saying that. I was like 6 rounds.
I only seen main events be 10 rounds, and 12 rounds, and 15 rounds. That's it.
These 10 rounds, I could have said I couldn't see Gabe doing anything. I was already getting outboxed. Bad. I think they gave maybe 1 round. Or there was that 1 round when he was getting his shit off, but that was it. But that whole card, bro, a lot of people on that card, and there was another female. There was 2 females that fought on that card, but a lot of people, to me, I felt like with emotions. They fought with emotions because on that card had issues with each other. There was like at least 3 fights where it was because I remember watching and it was tense. It was real tense. So a lot of people I felt like fought with emotions. But people got their W. I was just like, to me, it was just crush my Philly brother. What's up? Pro Box now, I didn't get to catch the main event. I got to catch the fight before that. Only reason why I didn't get to catch, I forgot Pro Box was even coming on, which that pissed me off. But then Boxing Insider, they was in Atlantic City and main event. Now I'm pissed because I said, damn, Pro Box. So now I'm watching before the main event on Pro Box, and I'm watching the main event on Boxing Insider. And as I'm watching it free, and I'm trying to keep my eye on, I'm looking at the TV, looking at my phone. I don't know who these 2 dudes were. That it ended with the other dude. I don't want to say he did this on DDTing Rain. DDT's in the mix of him DDTing him. The guy who did the DDT hurts his back, and the other guy is basically he's sitting there like this sloppy ass boxing today. What is wrong? Yesterday was just like a sloppy day of boxing. The dude got to leave out. They got a neck brace on him. They got to put him on a stretcher and take him. And I'm sitting there like, shit. I told Tip, I said, me and you was going straight to the casino after that. That would have pissed me off. This is how we gonna end it? Yo, we got to do better. It was just too much sloppy shit yesterday. And I'm not complaining about what I saw. Now they were damn, he lost again too. Yeah, crush. Yeah. Hey, I'm just sitting around like, oh my god. There was some time watching the because there was a lot of sloppy boxing. There were people catching people with good shots and shit. But I'm sitting there like, oh my god, we gotta do better. But everybody, the pro box, how good was? Because like I said, I missed that. How good was that one?
It was alright. It was probably just as sloppy. They was banging in there though. But the ring was super small. The ring was like size of my damn living room. The ring was super small.
It's on your table, Ivan. I had to start this live over because so at about 9:45 I'm out. The church, we got to get to church. But yeah, so I hear you. At this point, Gabe Rosado needs to stop at this point. You know, like Gabe was going to try to go out on his shield. I mean, if he stopped, I'm just glad I got to see him fight because when he fought on the Danny Garcia card, I was glad to see him. So if no more, at least I could be able to say I saw.
The thing was, he wasn't fighting no more. That Danny Garcia was his comeback fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised to even see that. I was surprised to see him on that. He said, "You going?" Who me? Hey, Crush. I don't know. If I'm going in and out, I don't know. You too. Yeah.
What?
Who you said got flat?
Trust's daughter got flat. I didn't know she was boxing.
The black knocked out. That's why Salt and Pepper was there. Holy crap!
Yep. That was their daughter.
I didn't know that was his daughter. Me and Tip sitting here jigging on her, boy. Holy.
That was the one that was on their show. And she had that boyfriend, and Trust came to meet her boyfriend.
I didn't even know, bro. And listen, I don't even keep up with these people, so I didn't know because when they announced her in the crowd, I said, "What the hell is she doing there?" It's not like this fight is in America. I said, "What the fuck is she doing here?" I didn't know that though. Oh man, way to get stressed out.
I didn't even know she was boxing.
I knew they had, but I never knew. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if they had a son or a daughter. I didn't know. But now when
I knew they had a daughter. Because I watched that show. And she was doing the show. It was a reality show that they were on, and Trust came to meet her boyfriend.
What's going on, Marky Dan? Well, you know, it's a bad way to get stressed out. She got stretched. And be honest with you, that girl was already her feet. She got knocked out. She was on her feet. I mean, she looked like she needed. I don't know how long, but she looked like she needed a little more in the gym, a little more, because she looked like a confused amateur in there. Yeah, she looked like a confused amateur. I'm gonna keep it 100. And the way she was talking at the press conference, because I went back to the office, and the way she was like, Shorty gonna go handle her BI. Nah, that was not the case last night.
What's going on, Marky?
That looked like a bad sparring. That's what it looked like. But hey, you know she gonna be. I mean, nose was busted. Like might have been broke. She got that shit went wrong in so many ways last night for old girl.
She be alright. She gonna go holler at Pep. I mean, Pep, plastic surgery.
You said what?
She gonna go holler at Pep plastic surgery. She be alright.
Oh my God! Here you go. Here you go. As long as she don't look nothing like her mama, she alright. What she do already. Now that I go back and look at her, I'm like, damn, she do look like what you call it. Lord have mercy. Yeah, yesterday wasn't really no exciting day for me where I was just like, and I knew I got tired of it because it was time for the main event. I went to bed. I said, yo, I think I had enough for the day. For some reason, I'm going to sleep. And if I do like that, then that means I had enough. And the gatekeeper. Who? Gabe?
Yeah, Gabe Bennett, gatekeeper.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, you can add number 18 to his roster.
well, you know about how a lot of guys with those records get opportunities that everybody don't get. Belt. It's just the opportunity. It doesn't always mean fighting for a belt. It's just that you get a chance to, make you a couple dollars. You got guys that got just like Gabe, and they'll be lucky sitting on the couch right now just waiting. The phone stopped ringing. When am I gonna get
They they gonna end up like what's my guy Dirk Chisora.
Oh no. Not oh no. Oh no. I think Gabe got more.
They gonna
I think Derek, don't he? What Derek got?
Dirk got like I don't know if Dirk got I don't know.
I thought they said like 13, 14.
He might got only 13 losses. I thought he
I
got
said, well,
more.
damn. Is y'all
He might
trying to break the
he
record?
might got only 13.
But even between Gabe and Derek, both of them still, they losses combined with those other dudes me and you be talking about. Should be crazy. Dude be out there. I got 40 losses. I got 25 wins and 4 losses. Like, God, dog. How the hell you got 25, 40 losses? At this point, I'm not even waiting to get 40 losses. I'll tell you after a while, my losses are bad. You don't quit when you start losing. But if your losses are back to back, yeah, you want to reconsider on finding something to do for a living. Take whatever money you make, go open up a laundromat.
Yeah,
Go
he
open.
do. He got more losses than Dirk Chisora. Dirk Chisora is 36-13.
Yeah, that's what I said. I knew Derek had yeah. But this still has Derek Chisora still, you can still hold a conversation with him, which is crazy.
Dog, do y'all realize Dirk Chisora never fought in America?
Oh yeah, I realized that. I've been realized that. I ain't gonna cap. I've been realized that.
the closest he came to fighting in America, he fought in no, no, he's always fought over there in their continent. He fought in Monte Carlo. He fought in I don't even know what the hell that is. Offenburg, Hamburg.
Mm.
Uh, he fought in Stockholm. Yeah, he's always fought over there.
Yeah, I ain't seen him have no fight in America. Nah.
I would have thought at least one of his fights was in America. That man ain't never fought in America.
No, man. There's just some people who, yeah, it's just some people that, I guess, hey, who's gonna pay to see you here? I guess you have to go where you're gonna get your support, which I ain't mad at him. That's why I'm not surprised that fight with him and Wilder is not here. I'm not surprised that it's not here. Like they surprised, but what you surprised for?
No, I'm not surprised that it's not here.
More people,
I figured it was gonna be over here.
more people gonna pay to see him here, and I don't mean pay per view. Let's be honest. Of America, I don't care what country you're talking about, UK or whatever, they're going to pay. There's people who will still pay to see Derek Chisora. It doesn't matter. He could have 25 losses. Oh, American
I was
fighter?
about to say, I
Jesus.
was about to say, Doug Cashore, he got more fans than Wilder got.
And Jesus, watch your mouth. Jesus Christ. Yes. And that's crazy. That's crazy, but it's true. It's not hate. I don't want y'all to think, oh, you're
I
hating
was
on the
about to
black.
say,
We're not hating. It's just
it's
facts.
gonna be
Derek
hard.
Chisora could lose the next
It's gonna
5
be
fights.
hard to find somebody. I'm about to say it's gonna be hard to find somebody in the UK that said they don't like Dirk Cashore. Over here, you'll have a bunch of people come out. Oh, I don't like Deontay Wilder. Why?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's be real. And that's not hate. That's being real. That's the thing that y'all don't be seeing because y'all be fanboys. I'm always gonna be a Wilder fan no matter what happens. I don't give a shit what happens. That's just gonna be me because he did a lot of shit that some people started boxing young never accomplished. But let's just be real. When we talk uh putting asses in seats or popular, you don't have to like Derek Chisora here. Who knows him here? It don't matter who know him here.
No, this man has accomplished some things that a lot of people's favorites have never accomplished.
Listen,
This man
take
has
another
defended his
take another guy
championship.
who decides at 18, 19. It might be one out there. I'm not banking. I'm not gonna bet on it. Take another kid out there that's 18, 19 that decides to start boxing because of whatever reason. Hey, my mama, whatever, I need to, whatever, take whatever. And see if he'll be able to make those accomplishments. That shit is difficult, free. That's super difficult
I
to do
think
that.
I think he might be the only person that I know of that defended his title 10 consecutive times.
I mean, the worst. I just wish he would have never gave title.
I
I
mean,
just wish he would have never.
outside of Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes, I'm just talking about current day fighters.
Yeah,
I don't know a current day fighter that has that defended their title 10 consecutive times. Now they've been champion, like Devin Haney, he's been champion from the time that I know him up until now, but he hasn't defended his title 10 consecutive times.
yeah. No. And
Even Bud Crawford. Since I've known Bud Crawford, he's always been the champion, but he hasn't defended his title 10 consecutive times.
um, appreciate what he did for the sport. Um, and it is what it is, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But when you um, and it's crazy, America, we're funny as when it comes to supporting people. I swear to God, because after 3 losses, we say This daggone Derek Chisora lost 13 in his country. He the man. He the man. He the man.
Shit. Manny Pacquiao was the man, and Manny Pacquiao had 7 losses before
Hey,
he had 7 losses up until he lost to Ugas. Now he got 8.
he got stretched out against Marquez, and they still rolled the red carpet to him when he got back to his country, as if he was the one that
You
knocked out
got
Marquez.
you got yeah, you got niggas like Canelo that got 3 losses and people still on the Canelo train.
What? Say something about Canelo. Go ahead and say something about him and see if they don't line up and try to box you to sleep. Like, it's crazy. But when our guys lose after 3 losses, free, he's done. She's done. It's time for them to pack it up. And I'm like, well, God rest his soul. How many losses did Arturo Gotti have? Losses did Shane have? Uh, Zab have? We can go down the list. Go down the list. Fighters in different weight classes. Some are favorite that took L's. I mean, everybody don't retire undefeated. When you see guys like Rocky or Floyd Mayweather, um,
There-
Andre
There's only,
Ward,
there's only
and you see Cam,
a,
it's amazing to see that. Oh, Joe Calzaghe.
what was
When you see these undefeated guys,
yeah, there's only a handful of guys that retired undefeated.
you ever so I always Floyd ever have any? Did he ever feel some kind of way or feel jealous towards that? Because
No,
I want to know if he thought in his mind that he just thought that he was going to be the only one just freaking undefeated, or he was worried about somebody
one,
breaking his record.
2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 guys in the sport of boxing that was at the highest level that have retired undefeated. Floyd Mayweather,
Uh
Rocky
huh.
Marciano,
Uh huh.
Joe Gonzalez, uh, Andre Ward, Bud Crawford, and Ricardo Lopez. So 6 guys. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 guys.
BBO, what up?
And there's only one MMA guy that has retired undefeated, and that was Khabib. Khabib retired undefeated. He was 29-0. To be 29-0 in MMA is unheard of.
That's crazy work. That's crazy. You got to be a bad mother.
Now, there's only one woman to ever retire undefeated. Now there might be 2 in a little while, but right now there's only one woman, and that is Layla Ali,
Layla,
24-0 with 21 knockouts.
and some people go, she's only undefeated still because she didn't never fought. Man, y'all get off that already. What? Shit happens. If she'd have fought Ann Wolf, she would have been 24-1. Yeah, well, it is what it is. We ain't gonna spill milk. I'm
And,
not.
and that's what you believe she would have been. That's not a guarantee what she would have been.
No, you know what?
But I
No,
could
no,
think
no,
about it.
free. Let me be free. She was the female Tyson, man. Ann Wolf would have destroyed her. Okay.
Do y'all realize Layla Ali got more knockouts than Andre Ward?
Oh shit.
Layla Ali was 24-0 with 21 knockouts. Andre Ward was 32-0 with 16 knockouts.
Sheesh. Watch your mouth.
She
Sheesh.
got she got almost as many knockouts as Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd fought double the amount of fights.
I told
Floyd
somebody, I
Floyd
think
got
yesterday.
27.
I think I said it yesterday. I said, man, my two favorite women to watch coming up, women were allowed to box, was Christy Martin and Layla Ali. And when they had that fight, I said, man, how they do Martin like that. I was so excited to see Christy go out like that. But Layla Ali put the Swiss beats on her. I hate to have see her go out like that because I grew up watching.
Oh, right. I did not know that. There's a
But
dude named Edwin Valinero or Valinero. He retired. Um, he retired 27-0. Had 27 knockouts.
you know, when you hear these things, Free, the first thing people go is these fights were setups because there's no way that all these people can go undefeated and nobody beat them. And I go, well, why is that so impossible for somebody to go undefeated? Why is it so impossible? Can it be that you're just good?
He said, people say, what about going undefeated?
About yo, that's them fights got to be. How is it that nobody could beat this guy? How is it that nobody could beat her? How is it that they can go 27-0 and 40-0 and 50? Yo, all them fights had to be setups, man. There's too many fighters out there for you to just be undefeated. Like this is the people ask, how is that? How is that possible? And I'm like, what do you mean? What type of question is that?
They don't know what the hell they're talking about.
They damn sure don't. I had somebody ask me that. Yo, I don't think Floyd fought who
Do
he
you
was supposed
realize?
to. Because if Floyd fought who he was supposed to, Floyd wouldn't have been undefeated. I go, do you hate him? The way you speaking,
Do
you
you
must
realize?
dislike.
Do you realize Floyd fought a lot of top level guys that was trying to beat Floyd?
They never
Why they
spoke
gonna
about.
let Floyd? They, they're gonna let Floyd win and diminish their career so that he can build up his career. What kind of sense does that make?
Yeah, they don't. They just don't like him. They just don't like him because of course there was some people we wanted to see Floyd and it didn't matter. It didn't happen. So what? He did what he did in his career. Um, we wanted to Triple G, but we knew, nothing about to happen. But he did what he did in his career. He left out the way he was supposed to. Y'all wanted to see Crawford and Boots. It didn't happen, but at least we got in Spence because I'm gonna tell you what. Let me tell you the funny thing about that, Free. I think they would have been on his heels. Right now, well, I don't care. Crawford's that man because we never got to see the Spence fight. But then the Spence still wasn't satisfied. They still wasn't satisfied. Free, you were there, and I don't mean there at the fight. We were there on all these lives where people wasn't satisfied. Because of the car accident and a lot of Earl's
Well,
drinking. A lot of Earl's drinking and the car accident causes him to lose. Here we go with the excuses. Here we go. Here we go.
the thing
Here we.
is, people wasn't satisfied because for the most part, the fight, um, I would say the fight was more entertaining than the Floyd versus Manny Pacquiao, but it
It way
still
way more.
didn't live up to what we expected. It was lackluster.
Yeah.
And it could have been because of the time frame, how long it took for them to make the fight. One person wasn't supposed to be in that weight class anymore, or whatever have you. It lacked something in the fight. It was still more entertaining than Floyd and Manny, but it wasn't what we expected to be.
Yeah. But it's crazy. For Spence, I swear that's what they would have been. That the biggest conversation today would have been why didn't he fight?
Oh, no, of course. I mean, it's the same thing that goes on with Floyd. Why didn't Floyd fight Carl Williams? And Carl Williams said out of his own mouth that fight was never offered to neither one of us.
Because people don't know what they're talking about because they'll be like, Floyd didn't want no smoke. Stop.
But
Stop.
what a lot of people got to realize at that time, Floyd wasn't the man. Oscar still was the man.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the time Floyd became the man, Paul Williams had already got paralyzed. So,
Yeah.
and when Floyd was with Top Rank, we all know Bob Earl was making Floyd fight. Floyd wasn't calling what fights he wanted to be made. Bob Earl was making them. Because if that was the case, Floyd would have been got the Oscar De La Hoya fight.
Yeah. Um, I just look at a certain fighter, and it's like you have to just give a guy his credit on. He said, Floyd, I'm not black, I'm Floyd. Yeah, Floyd. Hey, Floyd was going. Hey, that was Floyd for you, man. That was Floyd for you. Um, but you know,
There's only one fight that I know of that Floyd avoided or ducked, whatever you want to call it, and that was the Winky Wright fight. That's the
ooh,
only one.
yeah, that, that. Yeah,
Because
I'm gonna shut,
Floyd called
I'm gonna
out
shut my mouth on that one. I'm gonna shut up on that one.
Floyd called out Winky Wright. Winky Wright accepted it. Floyd gave him a catch weight and a rehydration clause, and Winky Wright accepted it, and then the fight went away. They never made the fight.
When fights
That's
go
the
away,
only fight.
let me ask you something in your opinion. When fights go away like that, from the fighter, does it come from the team? Does it come from the advisor? Who do you think that comes from when fights just go away? Like what happened? I don't hear them talking about it.
I think in that case, I would say it was all the above. But
Mm.
in most cases, I would say it's probably the promoter because a lot of times a promoter will say, okay, they want a certain fight just to build up their fighter, but then when another guy accepts it, they really don't want the fight. They just wanted to build the fight up. Like I give you a perfect example, and I'm not saying that they didn't want the fight, but from all of the reports that I've seen, they did never ask for the fight. They didn't know nothing about the fight, but it was being talked about, and that was Jerron Booth and Brian Norman.
Oh,
Because when Eddie Hearn was trying to get the Brian Norman fight, if you look at the interviews that Booth had and the interview that Bozy had, they're talking about fighting Kern. Eddie Hearn was talking about fighting Brian Norman.
mm.
They was getting ready to
That
fight
joke for life
Kern.
said Floyd could have fought Kyle too, but he didn't. I heard about that too. The Amir
No,
Khan.
that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Floyd wanted Costa Zoo. Floyd was under top right. Floyd wanted Costa Zoo. Costa Zoo didn't want to fight. Floyd wanted Costa Zoo. He wanted Prince Ahmed. He wanted Shane Mosey. He wanted a lot of guys. And that's when Diego Corrales said, y'all scared to fight him? I'll fight him.
Damn. Y'all give me a. Oh, it's too much going on.
Carson Zoo didn't want to fight Floyd. Floyd wanted that fight.
Zuffa's on today. The Zuffa in a minute. We're gonna get to that in a minute. I forgot. Thanks for reminding me, Brett, that about. I forgot about today.
Floyd wanted that fight with Carson Zoo. Carson Zoo didn't want that fight with Floyd.
How do I watch
Floyd wanted
Zuffa?
all those guys.
How do I watch Zuffa?
Paramount Plus.
Oh shit! Never meeting.
Yeah, it's like $8, $8.99.
Listen, listen. The zone is already getting something. I'm not doing that because the zone is already getting something. I remember when I was paying ESPN+.
The only reason why I like Paramount Plus, you can watch live TV on Paramount Plus. They got live programs.
You know what? I'll do it for that because we're already paying for this. I'm not giving no more of these apps, whatever. No more. No, we're not doing that. It's too much. It's too many. There's too many of them out there doing that.
You keep getting all these apps, you might as well end up just having cable.
I swear to God. It's too much, man. Every time you talk about app, man. Yeah, I'm about to come up with my own damn app. That's what I'm gonna do. They make apps so easy. We might as well come out with damn apps. We need to be TV shows. Having these networks ain't showing nothing anyway. But a whole bunch of
Amir Khan wasn't fighting in the same division as Floyd when Amir Khan was at the top of his game. He was fighting at 140 pounds. Floyd was at 47.
No, Fred, all these apps, though, when you think about it, Pedro, when you think about it, right, especially as boxers, we're coming out of pocket. It doesn't matter if it's $8. I'm going to pay for something that he feel like it's not worth it. Neither am I. And real are not. Some people are. The casuals, they're going to go, I don't care if this trash is trash. They're going to watch it just to say they saw it. But those $8 or those $10 or $12, whatever it costs, could go to something else. You gotta remember, it ain't about how much money you got, if you have it or not. You could take $10 a month and use that on something. That adds up. All that. But for them to come with all these apps, you want to see this fight, go to this app, go to that app. I don't watch no other sports on. I only have the zone because of boxing. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even exist in my life. Because that's the only reason why I kept it. When I had ESPN Plus, I only had that because it was boxing. I didn't have it for nothing else. So once boxing was off that, I was like, I don't need to keep it no more. But now, free to bring it back, free. Because, now MVP's doing something with them. So, yeah, MVP's doing. I might have to. Might have to slide that back in there again, buddy. See how that play out. But yeah, I think, like you said, a fight is here, then it goes away. A lot of time, you got your team, your manager, your trainer, your advisor, whatever you want, the promoter, because at some point you have to talk and be like, nah, this is not the route we want to go. This is not the fight we want. We might have thought we wanted, and I think that's why a lot of people, before they go out, they need to think about it, because you got to remember, when these fighters are calling people out, they're not around their team. I think after a while, when somebody hears, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? We got bigger plans for you. We're not going that route. You fighting that guy, you're not going to get nothing. You're not going that route, man. Stop the trolling, man. Leave that dude alone. I wish Top Rank was with ESPN. At one time, I remember, Free, you remember. You remember at one time, Sports Center, ESPN was doing body. Like, if you missed a fight, sometimes they'll play. Pay-per-view fight, they wouldn't show bits and pieces, and then you'll know who won. Like, when the brawl happened with Hasim Rahman and Lennox Lewis, I wouldn't even know about that. if I wasn't watching ESPN, because at the time I used to, watch ESPN Hardbody because I was a basketball fan. So if I missed anything, I wanted to catch the highlights. But that's how, I caught it. But now you won't see it like that. One time you used to be able to go on ESPN and see something. Yeah, it's just different today. Maybe they will get back with them. Maybe that's really over. But I know right now, Promotions is doing something with ESPN Plus. That was already announced. Y'all can look up. So that's going to be interesting. And I think that relationship with MVP, and I'm not just saying this because I got credentials. I'm not saying that. I think it makes more sense. They probably do better business with them than the. He damn sure, yeah, he was bullying him. He was bullying that. He was bullying the hell out of him. That media, I mean, when they do that whole build-up, he was taking inside the character, man. Especially when he called me, the GAY. And he was like, why is he calling me that? He said, I called because he was taking me to court and we was already da. And then from there, it got ugly. That's one of my favorite brawls to go watch, Lennox Lewis. But because Lennox Lewis and Hassan super cool today. I think they're together today. There was a video with both of them out. I forgot what they're doing. They started something together, but that's how it should be, man. 20-something years ago, like 2001, when they had all them issues, man. I think that's how I like it, to get together and get together. I love to see that. Like when I see Mike Tyson and Holyfield around each other, I see it. I mean, a lot of these guys today do that because they too busy. I don't like you, you don't like me, but who does it? Marquez and who is it? Eric Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera. I think they finally was able to come together. And the history with them being two different parts of Mexico. Them dudes they couldn't stand each other. Wherever they saw each other, it was up. Yeah, remember the Gallardo versus Bo fights? I've never seen anything like that. Let me tell you something, Fredro. I was in the building when that was the first fight I ever went to, was Andrew Gallardo and Riddick Bowe. When that was nasty work. That was nasty. And I remember me and my brother picked up by my father, taking us out the garden. That fight in that building spread it like wildfire from the ring to the crowd. It was crazy. I would never ever forget that. And Free, I wanted the rematch, right? Because the rematch was in Atlantic City. My father was like, "You didn't see what happened at the first one?" Because he felt like something's gonna happen again. He's like, "Nah, we're not doing it." I really wanted to go to it again, and he's like, "Nah, we're not doing that." I didn't go to my next fight till after that. I think I ended up going to Cotto and Zab. That was my next one after that. So, what was the first? I never asked you, Free. I think I ever asked you this. What was the first
Well,
fight?
Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvis Hagler.
You were that fight? You a boy? You
Yeah,
holding out on me?
my father took it. My father took it.
Holy shit! You didn't do a regular fight. You know how? I mean, those two were. You talk about Crawford and Spence. Those two right there was shit.
Yeah, I want to say I was, that happened in 82, 83. When the Sugar Ray Leonard Marvin Hagler happened. Let me see.
Oh, don't give me the lie.
I can't even remember. I think it was 80,
Adrian.
it was either 82 or 80.
Okay. It was one. It was one of
I
those years.
mean,
Don't give me the lie to you. It was one of those years. It was one of those years. Um, as a kid walking into that after seeing these guys on TV, but Sugar coming from the same community, so there was probably times you might have seen Sugar, or you might have not. But he went to school with Mom Dukes, didn't he?
so it was 87.
He went to 87. Oh, damn. Damn, I was only 4 years old. That's
I was
crazy.
11. I was 11 years old.
How did you feel, Free, in, right, and seeing this? You're part. Oh, this is just a regular. How did you feel walking in, being a
That
part of it?
I didn't. I mean, at that time, I didn't really know who Hagler was. I knew who Sugar Ray Leonard was because he went to school with my mother and father. So I was
Yeah,
just excited to see Sugar Ray Leonard. Like, I didn't really know much about Hagler at that time. I
yeah.
learned about Hagler after the fight, but at that time, I was just a Sugar Ray Leonard fan because I knew him. So I was just a fan of Sugar Ray Leonard. So
Left there.
the magnitude of the fight didn't really affect me like that. I remember seeing a lot of people in the arena. We was at Caesar's Palace. I remember seeing a lot of people in the arena, but I was like, dang, Sugar Ray Leonard got a lot of fans. My father was like, they're not all here to see Sugar Ray Leonard.
Fedro said, I don't know if he scored it at the time, Fedro. He probably scored it as he got older. He went back. But when you go back and
No,
look at
I
it
think
now, you score it now when you go back to look at it.
um it was a close fight, but what Sugar Ray Leonard did was he knew when to let his hands go to leave an impression on the judges. Anytime it would get down to the last 30 seconds, 20 seconds, he would throw a flurry and leave a
Okay.
lasting impression on the judges. So the last thing the judges remember seeing is Sugar Ray Leonard throwing a 15 punch combination.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, he won that round. He won that round. But it was a close fight. And I'm not mad anybody say Hagler won because I knew what Sugar Ray Leonard did. He knew how to win over the judges. He did what he needed to do to win a round. He would throw punches in spots throughout the round, but when it got to the last 30, 20 seconds, he would just throw a flurry out there, and Hagler was just pretty much covering up. He would throw one punch here or one punch there, but Sugar Ray Leonard was letting his hands go, and that's all the judges remember seeing.
Hagler said, I thought I did enough. Why-
But I'm gonna tell you, me personally, I would say y'all gotta remember Sugar Ray Leonard came off a 3 year layoff to fight Hagler, and he moved up in weight. Sugar Ray Leonard was a 147-pound fighter. He moved up to 160 pounds and fought the top guy at that weight class after coming off a 3 year layoff.
yeah.
And we saw what Hagler did to Hearns. We saw what Hagler did to Roberto Duran. Those guys, I think Hearns only lasted what 2 or 3 rounds. Roberto Duran, he lasted a few rounds. I think Roberto Duran got knocked out by Hagler too. I know Hearns definitely got knocked by Hagler, but I think
Yeah.
Roberto Duran got knocked out by Hagler as well.
Yeah. Um, After that, right? Ring. Okay, rematch. Let's see it.
What happened in a rematch for Hearns for Sugar Ray Leonard and Hagler?
Yeah, because people was talks rematch. We want to see it. So what happened with that?
Um, Never. Oh no, Hagler did knock out Roberto Duran. He didn't.
That's what made
Um,
Hearns KO.
it never happened because Sugar Leonard didn't want the rematch.
The Sugar was probably like, you know what, this guy is worth me doing this again, and it ain't money because Sugar was making money. Um, so sometimes it's not worth the risk. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might pay me double than what you paid me the first. Ain't worth it because
Oh, I
Hagler.
mean, well, another reason why the rematch never happened is because Hagler retired after that fight. Hagler retired immediately after the fight, refuses to fight again.
Yeah, I think some kind of way because I always go back to the what's the story? The tale of the tales of Sugar. I always go back to that. That was one of my with Jim Lampley.
Hagler, he said he was unhappy with the loss and he felt disrespected by the judges. But you got to remember, a lot of people didn't like Hagler at the time. A lot of the media and the boxing industry, they didn't like Hagler at the time. Um, so after Sugar Ray Leonard won that fight, he was like, "Man, I'm not fighting no more." So that's the
That's
main reason why the rematch never happened.
when he won that title in that country. I forgot where he was, and they started throwing beers and cups. Damn, man, boy, he had it bad from the beginning. He took Hagler 50 for his
Yeah,
shot. Yeah, that's crazy because now he get a title shot and only had 10 fights, 15 maybe. It's
yeah.
crazy. He had to have a lot of fights before he get it. The shit like these dudes today. I don't want to say they got easy, but shh, man, if you told some of these guys they had to wait 40 or 50 fights to get a title shot, they'll lose their rabbit ass mind. They'll be ready to sue the promoter because they feel like their career is enough. The whole parade is passing me. I ain't got the world title yet, and everybody else is surpassing me. It's crazy. Sue shoot free. Shushu's a world champion, right? So boxing as a pro, I think 2022, 2023, been around since 2010. Man, the struggle is real. I think Usyk has 24 fights. Yeah, 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 yeah. But I know this though, Frederick. Everybody career different. BC, what's up, my brother? For some reason, it's moved different, and this is why.
Susu started his hey, Susu started his pro career in 21, October 9th of 2021.
Oh shit! So when his father had for him to that was in 2021. He threw a barbecue for him in Brooklyn. He was getting ready to have his pro fight. 2022. So that picture I took with him, that infamous picture I took with him was from 2021. Yeah, it had to be
Yeah,
because I had
that's
hair
when he started his pro.
picture. So that is 2021 because I had hair. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he started his pro career October 9th, 2021. And you got Virgil Ortiz, who's been fighting since 2016 and never fought for a title.
Story. Um, Whenever I go to his hood, and I'm gonna too. I think I'm gonna go there as a weather. A good idea because it's Brownsville, but I got family in BK. I lived in BK. He's a part of me. I'm gonna go there one day to his hood. down there, and I just want to do like a whole bunch of action people questions over there.
This man, Virgil Ortiz started his career in 2016. He got 24 fights. Now he did have a span. He didn't fight for 2 years because he kept getting sick or he kept
Yeah,
getting sick. So for 2 years,
one time they said Virgil went up to I don't know what he was got. That man was damn near shit. Proud of him. Yeah, I'm definitely proud of him. I'm gonna call his pops. I'm gonna call his pops today. Talk to him since of January. I talked to him the day before the fight happened. I never got to congratulate. I'm definitely gonna hit him up today. I'm gonna go to Brownsville as the weather get warm. I'm gonna go over there. Shoes not, but I'm just saying. Um, Shout outs to him. Shout outs to the Currington family. Yeah. So after attending, um, I don't know if that fight made you a boxing fan, but did you tell you I want to do this again? I think I can and not get into it as far as doing it, but hey, I can start attending these fights if I can afford to go. I'm gonna start going to these.
um, the next fight that I went to after that was mm, the next fight I went to after that. It was a local fight. I went to I went to a couple of local fights. I can't remember who was the next fight after that. I think it might have been a Sean Mitchell or
Oh my
William
God.
Jockey fight. It was either
Oh
Sean
man,
Mitchell
shut
or
your
William
mouth.
Jockey. Or
Hey,
it could have been a chop chop fight. One
shout
of
out to
those
William.
two.
Shout out to William Joppy, man. I got to do something on him one day in here. Shout out to William Joppy. Shout out to Mitchell, my brother Chop Chop. I got to reach out to Chop Chop on here. I'm gonna get him on here.
I didn't
I'm
even
gonna
I
get.
didn't even I didn't even know he was living back in the States. I mean back in the city.
I knew that. I knew that because I talked to him. Now I'm back home, and I'm like, "What the hell happened?" So you had an apron on, and you had your hat on, and you was in Vegas.
I found out he was back home when his son interviewed for my job. I told you I did an interview,
Yeah, I
a
remember you
job
told me
fair,
that. That's
with his,
crazy. That's crazy.
and his son interviewed for our job, I mean, for my company. And he was like, "Yeah, my father back home." I was like, "He back home?" He's like, "Yeah, he moved back a couple of months ago."
His daughter, his daughter, when they do the fashion week up here in New York, come up for it. So I remember one up there in New York, I'm gonna try to holler at you, but I'm gonna be busy because I'm going to bring my daughter because it's fashion week. I said, yeah, cool, just hit me. If you can't, then we'll get up. That was because fashion week in New York is world and different countries, so help with me, but I'm definitely going to reach out to him and get him on the show. Um, I'm definitely going to do that. William Joppy, man, you brought a name, man. You brought a name up that, hey, I ain't heard in a minute.
Yeah,
Shout out to
that
William
was
Joppy.
a.
Shout out to William
I think
Joppy.
that I think it had to be one of them. Those were the next fights that I had went to. It had to be one of those guys because I know it was a local fight, and I seen all of them fight in person, but I just don't remember which way. It probably was William Jockey first, and then Sean Mitchell and Chop Chop, but I definitely know it was one of those guys. I was an adult by then.
Now, correct me. Where did the Floyd and Chop Chop take place? Was it in Vegas or DC?
That was Vegas. When
Okay.
Floyd got to that point in time in his career, all his fights was in Vegas because he was getting his hands taken care of before the fight, and Vegas was the only state that would allow him to do it legally while he was still fighting.
Yeah.
So, so that's why Floyd only fought in Vegas. When after Floyd beat Oscar De La Hoya, I think every fight after that was in Vegas.
Yeah. Because I wanted to see Floyd fight here, but I know that certain fighters wouldn't have fights here, and what's wrong with New York? That ain't nobody coming here to. They had their particular fighters that will come here, but I wanted to see Floyd at a Madison Square Garden, and I'm like, well, I'm not getting that. But it is what it is. Damn high anyway. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's too damn high in New York. It's too damn high
You said
here.
too damn high.
A lot of people don't want to fight New York. It's too damn high. I'm trying to tell you, man. That's why a lot
Yeah,
of these.
is that state tax the niggas got to deal with. They like, hold up, I
Yeah,
get I get
yeah,
5 million. What I
yeah,
got? I get 5 million. I gotta give back 1.5. Man, fuck this shit. I ain't fighting over here.
Listen, that's why
I
a
ain't
lot
fighting
of
over
these.
here.
That's why a lot of these pro.
That's why she
They out in
moved to Vegas.
Mexico.
She like, man, fuck that.
You know what? You seen like when guys be from your city, they be from Maryland or DC, right? And in South Carolina or some part of Georgia, you going all the way down there to fight. Why the hell you all the way down in freaking South Carolina?
I'm gonna tell you like this. If I was a fighter and I said I'm gonna stay living in my home state, if I was like I'm gonna stay living in Maryland or I'm gonna stay living in DC and I'm gonna have a home fight, all my fights will be in Delaware. No same tax. All my fights will be in Delaware. No state tax. I'm fighting in Delaware. Every fight will be in Delaware if it's a home fight for me.
Um, but it's sad here though. I'm like, come on, y'all really beating, and you got people from the city who want to fight here, but they like, yo, man, like, what do y'all? That's why boxing don't be as heavy as it used to be. Boxing getting heavy back in New York again. That's why we was able to have the Matias and Dalton, and then followed up with that. Now we got Alicia coming. Okay, we got to get active back in New York again because at first it was dry, nothing happening, and I'm like, New York is a greedy. It's a greedy, man. And I'm like, it ain't no way in hell this city should be that greedy. No way. It's no way in God's name y'all could be that greedy. And then when people are going to Georgia or they going to Florida, South Dakota, they going somewhere in the Midwest, and you like, wait, you from Brooklyn, but you all the way in South Dakota fighting. But what is? And it's an opportunity
One,
for me.
one or two things. One or two things. Either the fighter you fighting is a bigger name than you,
Yeah.
or the promoter said, "Look, we could pay you the money that you want to get paid, but we want to have to put it over here because this venue cheap as hell."
Because when you come here to New York, see, I keep telling people the two biggest venues here in New York, Garden and the Barclays Center, but the venues. here in New York. That's just the two main venues. We do. They used to do events back as boxing, but I don't know why they don't use there. They probably don't use the jab over their head with a nasty price. It's a very big the Javits Centers that you could do events. They probably won't go there because they'll probably slap them in their face with the price. You got Sony Hall where they do boxing. The Manhattan Center, which I don't think Manhattan Center is where they used to do Monday Night Raw. That's where they used to do Monday Night Raw. I don't even think they do any sporting events center because, like I said, this city is, man. You would think New York is a broke city. Prices, but it's not. Believe me. Hey, you know, Dog, when he made the New York, New York song, but then when you listen to it, he's really dissing us because there's me some while to think about it. It is your dreams, but everything in New York ain't always what it seems. You definitely get you come from out of town. You come here, you and this and that, and then you come here thinking, oh man, this is gonna be lovely. Now you get caught up life, two things, strung out on drugs. This ain't the place to be homeless. Definitely not. The streets that don't care about you, eat you up alive. So, but yeah, man, it'd be hard for people to come here and have fun. If people want to, a family that want to see you fight here, and that's not a possibility sometimes. It sucks. It sucks. See your family fight. You can go to DC. You might be able to go to Maryland or where, but it's like New York. Oh hell no. Hell no. The price is nope. Price too high. And then to get into it free, the pay sanctions is already enough. It's already enough. $3,000. I gotta pay you $3,000 for this, man. You can have this belt. Take it with you. Take it with you. Hey, free. Take it with you. I ain't gonna keep paying this belt, damn it. Take it with you. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. Nobody want to listen to Earl when he said when Earl Spence said it a couple of years back. But
yeah, he said it at the
now that Bro Crawford said, now everybody want to listen. Earl Spence said that.
Earl Spence said it. He said it at the same press conference that I was at, and I actually got it on camera. I wasn't doing YouTube then, so I did it live on Instagram. I got him live on my gram. He's like, where's the money going, the percentage? See, when he said that, you know, people said, yeah, should have came behind him and said something too about that too. But he wasn't thinking about it at the time. You know?
I mean, if you want to be technical, Floyd said it before Earl said it.
Yeah.
Floyd told Tank Davis, you don't need all those belts. You got to pay too many sanctioning fees. Floyd was saying it because the sanctioning body get their money first before the promoters get their money. So Floyd says, you pay out all this money, you still got to pay me my money.
Yeah. Which is it's crazy work though. It's just crazy to me. That's bro. But hey, this is why I'm telling you, business of boxing, y'all need to be quiet because y'all be up here assuming. And when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. Y'all don't understand it. Y'all not trying to understand it. You just come up here and it's different, man. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult, man. That's why I be telling people, they be like, yo, would you professional boxing? Like, would I have my own professional? I said, hell no, I wouldn't. With the amateurs, that's a little more because yes, I have to spend in that field, but you're gonna spend a whole lot more in professionals. I ain't got time for all that, man. I ain't got time for all that. Yo, pay this 3,000 if you want this, and then here it is. I got to go back and forth with people and film, and I don't think enough. The business part is being explained to these guys. I don't think people are when these type of situations are being explained. Rather, if people agree with it or not, I think certain things that's a part of the business being explained to these guys the right way, or these guys are just not paying. There's certain mess up on in the sport. There's certain things you should understand. This is your career. Five. Any decision free could affect not only you or your team, immediate family. Do you ever think that there's a misunderstanding in certain cases when it comes to not for the fans, but far as these fighters? What is it that these fighters are not understanding? Are they not the right people around them? The agent, the advisor, guys are not getting because there's certain things they should understand by now. That's going to their careers.
I was about to say it's definitely the team. The team is only looking at them as a meal ticket instead of um, looking at them as somebody that needs guidance.
Yeah, because when fighters start lashing at certain things, it's like you didn't know this already. And I'm not speaking on Crawford. I'm speaking on certain things that fighters out about, and this goes. There's certain people in the business that's not going to tell you stuff, but when you have a or advisor, your trainer, at some point, conversations are supposed to be brought up. Hey, listen, I'm telling you right now, being in the pros, being in a cakewalk, this is what you're gonna go. This is what they're gonna put you through. When you want this, this is what you got to pay for. In the it maybe um you don't need to get caught talking to these people because leeches. Like if like you free being I don't want to say you just being a trainer, and I know you would do right by your fighter. Hey man, you don't track unless I'm around and your lawyer's around because we want what's best for you. Trying to get over you across that table, they're trying to get because that's what a real person that cares about somebody to say. Now you might have some trainers that don't care that might jerk you. Like I don't know if you remember the story I told when I said there was a fighter from out of town that was told. He was told that he was getting paid for a fight, and when he got paid free, they get $100. Wrong in that free.
He owed a lot of people some money. The thing is, a lot of these fighters don't realize how much money they got to spend out.
Yeah, you're
So
right. He probably did.
he owed a lot of people money.
Yes, you fool.
Oh, Tiffany played too damn much. You're much, and I ain't got time for her and her shenanigans today. Come get your peoples free.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
so he owed so the when he told me he got $300 back, and I said out of $1,000, is that possible? Ever read a contract? You know what he told me? No. He told me that's what they was giving me. I asked him, who the hell is they? His is the people I'm doing business with. Huh? How does that make sense? So I don't see no. I
You
like
ain't
that.
got enough ducks.
I duck everything. She don't understand free. How what you call it? Say all black everything, all ducks everything, man. I'm gonna start walking around. Remember when I see my grandbabies, I'm gonna put some duck masters on them and walk around the whole city with them, man. Duck everything, baby. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of them through Times Square. Yeah, I like that though. I appreciate that. Thank
You
you.
said duck everything.
I need ducks every. I'm running down to Times Square. All the people down there with ducks. I'm running for everybody.
Your best came before my best.
I didn't know you ordered. That's crazy. I didn't know you ordered.
I
Oh,
ordered
okay.
me a black one, but it didn't come
Now
yet.
that'll fit just perfect from what I got.
And
So I can't wear it now, but as the weather break out, yo, how free?
Right now it's a little cloudy.
Yeah, it's cloudy here. It's gonna pour. I think it's gonna pour out here. I don't know. I think it might come down now. I ain't tripping because I do have somewhere I gotta be. I'm gonna be off this shortly though. How much time I got? Got about all right. I can make it to. I can make it to 10:30. I think 40. It ain't gonna matter. But yeah, they not. So when he got that, I'm like, when I'm like, soon they owe me. I said, well, where does that say in the contract? No contract. Okay, so how you suing them? You understand?
Yeah.
Where's the contract? Free, you know about contracts. Yeah. Somebody from your job, right? I'm suing y'all because you know people get mad. Too. I'm suing.
You better
How
have
do
an
you
ass
think
lawyer.
company, every boxing companies, these promotional companies got lawyers. Y'all don't think they have their lawyers? What do you think? They just out here with no lawyers? You got lawyers that got lawyers. You know what I'm saying? You got some lawyers that might represent themselves. But
Right.
y'all, Seafood, what's up? Never get caught in a situation, caught up in the hype of I'm in boxing. I'm going to make all the money I make. I'm not going to have just to fight and collect money. Yeah, well, guess what? Even when you collect belts, they cost. When you collect belts, those belts are not free. They cost. Now, rather if you agree that people, you know, they cost. Where the hell is the money going? We don't know. A lot of this money in boxing, a lot of the money that they collect charity events for these retired fighters. That's what I hope. And I think that was the question that Earl Spence was at the time. Where's the money going? to think that if they found out going, that they wouldn't be upset.
I know where the money. I know where the money going. The money going to that second porterhouse that Mauricio get like you.
Oh, come on, free, yo, free. I'm not even about to sit up here. And, you know what?
That's what Bud said. Bud said they eating at 5 star restaurant.
Seafood, get your man. Get your man, Seafood, because he
I
out of
didn't say it.
pocket. Get
Bud said it.
Seafood, because I don't got time for him. Take him to Hell's Gate with you, because I ain't got time for his shenanigans today. Look, I don't know, man. The while, we got to start showing receipts, because the money being put, no proof of where it's going. Nobody or nothing. I'm just saying. The question is, where is it going? I would like to think that a lot of the money is going to these charity events that they throw for these fighters. That's just what I would like to think. I can't assume where it's going. Yeah, Seafood out of pocket. I ain't for him, man.
I didn't say it. That's what Terrence said. Don't blame it on me. Blame it on Terrence.
Say nothing, man. You think I'll take money and donate it to a
No,
damn
not Clarence.
stop?
Not Clarence. Terrence. Terrence Crawford.
Terrence, that's what Terrence said? Well, Terrence got to be careful, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He's retired now. He won. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter. I don't know. This is why y'all don't learn the business and how it works. Your ass will be you're gonna end up out in these streets, but you gotta figure out how the boxing works. You gotta figure out how period in life. Don't sign something if you're not sure about it. If you don't understand. Everybody ain't educated, so some people can't read. Some people can't understand words, understand big words. There's a lawyer around you. And if your lawyer can't understand big words, you got a problem. Because he's a damn. So if you better go find you a new lawyer. Um, so before signing something, before reading something, before make sure you're straight now. And make sure you have the right people around just because they're your first, not just because you went to school with them, because they're your uncle. Because family don't really mean anything. That don't mean the job is done because you got family. That don't mean shit. Make sure you have the right people who are gonna do right by you, so that they still there with you. If they when the money's gone, then you know what's up. Chad Dawson said this leading up, and you heard that why they changed their team because they really there. And I look at some of these fighters, and they got 20 or 30 people in their team. I go, all these people because they portion of out of those 30 people who, if something happens, top of them, if even that, if that. Honest with you, that's why I be like, I don't want no team like that where you just around me from what you can get out of me. I don't want that. I don't want that fake love. You can have that because if my company goes down or anything's wrong with it, you're looking for a way out. So, and then you'll come back to me once I get my money. Now he's back the way he need to be. People that I want to be around. I want to be around some people that's going, I know if I'm having any trouble, you'll still be there. So, yeah, man, that's just some of the things that we got to watch out for. I think fighters have to have forget just having a team. Have the right people. Have loyal people. It doesn't mean when things are going right. Even when things are going wrong, you still need those kind of in your life. And not just for what they can get. That's why I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I look at these fighters and they got like 30 people in the gym telling how great they are and they jump in the rope, you're a great champ, man. All that shit sound good, but I don't care nothing about none of that. Sanchez said that, and I love Abel Sanchez, one of my favorite trainers, man. I don't think they give him enough. But they don't have a whole bunch of people in the gym. We don't need a whole bunch of people in the gym with us, which means we don't need a whole bunch of people and telling us how great we are. We don't need that people because it doesn't do anything for us. So, yeah, shout out to Sanchez. But yeah, Free. Remind me, Free,
You get it back on
who we
Friday.
have. Who we have. Somebody's getting it in this Saturday. Who's getting it in?
This week we got
Yeah,
John Overtime tonight.
we go. Oh, excuse me. Get in out overtime. What time does that get?
I want to say like 8 o'clock. It's in
Now,
Vegas, so
do they have prelims to that, or do you still got to go to Prime? Can you go on YouTube and see it, or you still got to go to Prime?
you mean Paramount?
Yeah, excuse me, Paramount. There.
Yeah, you gotta go to Paramount. You can't see it on YouTube. That's not. It's not a. It's a Paramount event, not a YouTube
Okay.
event.
Okay. So any of y'all want to know? That's what you got to do, and if you don't have that, I'll go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it. I'm not gonna try to get that 1040 in. I can't do it. I'll be back later on today. I guess we'll talk about that fight. If it starts at 8 o'clock, I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna wait till that time to come back. I'll come back before that. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna get up out of the service. So let me get ahead and go. Appreciate you, my good brother D Free.
Right.
You know, that's my kid. I love him. Come for me. Tell Mrs. Free and the family I said hello and wish you all the best. Not time yet, but wish you all the best with that. And we'll be back here later. And go subscribe to everybody that y'all seen drop their Drew. It was a couple of the link, but I didn't do it. But just go subscribe to all of them. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Peace, space around us. Out there. We'll be back later. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.